This is Kyle Katarn, and behind him, well, that's my glowing approval. The title Expanded Universe refers to the vast Star Wars lore created outside of the live-action films, and it was the expanded universe that was responsible for my introduction to and continued interest in Star Wars. Star Wars Rebel Assault is the first video game I remember playing. Sadly, as much as I love video games, it could hardly be said that I'm great at them, and it wasn't until 1995's Star Wars Dark Forces that I felt the pride of beating my first game. And if I'm honest, I probably didn't beat it until 96 or 97. But it wasn't until 1998 that Kenner produced 2 figures from the game as a part of an expanded universe line. Kyle Katarn, the game's hero, or anti-hero, and a Dark Trooper. The first thing I noticed about this figure was Kyle's beard, since Kyle did not have a beard in Dark Forces, which Kenner cleverly fixed by doctoring a screenshot from one of the game's cutscenes. I'm sure this facial hair falsity was in an effort to more closely resemble the Kyle from the then recently released Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. This figure otherwise is a representation of Dark Forces Kyle, not Jedi Knight Kyle. While there aren't any full body shots of Kyle in the game, they nailed what details they could, right down to the silver triangles on the back of his gloves. They also gave him figure-specific weapons, his trademark Briar pistol and an Imperial heavy repeater. His armor matches the screenshot well, and the details that Kenner created themselves, like his suspenders and awesome pants, are also really cool. The figure has the swivel arms, legs, waist, and head typical of a Kenner Star Wars figure. If the figure wasn't rad enough already, the box transforms quite impressively into a playset. The shuttle is a little more detailed here than the floating polygons that made up the in-game shuttle, and it would have been really cool if they would have done a playset of the Moldy Crow, but I'll take it. Kenner could have phoned this one in, given Kyle a Stormtrooper blaster, ignored minor details, and called it a day. Instead, they made a figure worthy to bear the name of Kyle Katarn.